Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today, going to be opening up the last one of these. I know it says 6 of 7, but we already opened box 7. So let's get right into it. You guys have been watching this series of videos. You know how the grading's been going. And, I'm not going to keep complaining, so we'll just get into it. These cards took over a year to get back to me. And they were bulk. Value bulk submission, which cost me about $9 per card, so very inexpensive, but not the greatest of grades coming back here. This card definitely off center, definitely much thicker on top than the bottom. It's even thin on that side. Sophocles, or Sophocles, I would call it Sophocles. Burning Shadows. That's not a 10. That's got to be a 9. Yep, PSA 9. That deserves a 9. This card, the centering looks really good. Maybe, I mean, the edges and corners look really good. Maybe very slightly thick on top. Ooh, Cynthia from Hidden Fates. This is one of the key cards. This can help soothe over some of the wounds. If this can get a 10. Oh, there we go. Nice. Nice PSA 10 there with the Cynthia. That's definitely going into my collection. Alright, this card, we got a white tip down there. That corner looks a little funky. So, not perfect on the back. Professor Kukui from Sun and Moon. I mean, it looks nice. This could get a 10, I think. Maybe a weaker 10. Nope, I'm not going to get weak 10s on this order. It's a 9. Old 9 stack is getting really tall. This one, back looks perfect. Professor, I see Sword and Shield. This is a Grandma Professor Research. Sword and Shield cards are really nice quality. At least the first 3 sets, like Rebel Clash and Darkness Ablaze and the Sword and Shield base set. Now centering looks a little bit thicker over here, but that, to me, this feels like a 10, and it is a 10. All right. Of course, the Grandma Professor Research, I get a 10 on that one. This card, edges look really good. Maybe a little bit thicker on top. It could be a little bit skewed, like skewed this way a little bit. Misty's Determination, yeah, it's definitely skewed. You can see on the front more how it's kind of twisted a little bit on the centering. So, if I was buying this card, I would not be happy if it was a 10. So I'm guessing it's a 9. Yep, PSA 9. That skew kind of cost it there. This card, that's on the case. This one looks a little bit skewed, not as much, but the back looks really good. Maybe a little thick on top. Brock's Grit. See, I don't notice the skew as much on the front. Maybe very slightly. So this is better. So this might get a 10, or it could get a 9. Hey, we got a 10 on Brock's Grit from Evolutions. These are not secret rares, even though they're gold. Alright, next one. Corners and edges look pretty good. It is thicker on the top, though. Ooh, Skyla. This is a really nice Skyla. It is a little bit thicker on this side than that, but it could get a 10. That'd be a nice 10 to get. Ah, PSA 9. Dang. This grader, man. I mean, just slightly off-centered a little bit to get it to 9. That's a really strong 9, by the way. Couple little white tips on those corners. Oh, there's definitely a white something white on that bottom edge, unless that's in the case. Pokemon Fan Club. That's from Flashfire. That could be a weak 10 possibly, or maybe a strong 9. Got the 9. Alright. Alright, this one, very thick on top, so centering is very bad on this. Very thin. It's thicker over here. It's got a couple of white specks there. Fossil Researcher. See, this one to me looks like, I think it's possibly 8 with that centering. Oh, got the 9. So a weak 9 on that one. Alright, this one, the edges and everything look really good. Centering looks pretty good. Professor Sycamore from Steam Siege. Man, that's a really nice Steam Siege card. Usually they're kind of banged up a little bit. So that could get a 10. Yeah, there we go. I bet you there's not many PSA 10s of that card, but probably not a lot of people grading Professor Sycamores. Alright. This one, that corner up there has a little white. There's a little bit of white on that top edge. It's thinner over here. A little bit of white in that corner. Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. That looks like a 9 on the front. Yep, PSA 9. We're getting these full art trainers here. That one, very slight white tip there. There's one down, white tip on that corner. So, centering's okay, but yeah, it's Wally. With those white tips on the corners, I'm guessing it's probably got a 9. Yep, PSA 9 on the Wally from Roaring Skies. Wow, a lot of whitening on that corner. A little bit on that corner too. Yeah. Centering's not perfect. Teammates from Primal Clash, not Rebel Clash. The centering on the front looks okay, but I'm guessing that might got an 8. There's a couple rough corners. Nope, did get the 9. So they have graded my full art trainers pretty solidly. That card looks perfect from the back. Maybe very slightly thicker on the top. Charizard Breaks and GX. Centering on, I think that's a pretty solid 10. Gement 10. Alright. That's nice to get that as a 10. This card, very similar to the Charizard Breaks, and centering's off a little bit, but the edges and everything are very clean. Mewtwo GX. It's from Shining Legends. That looks very solid. I think that's probably a 10. PSA 10. So our GX cards, the non-full art cards, are getting graded pretty good. The back of that card's perfect. Edges perfect. Centering looks pretty dead on. Another Mewtwo GX. This is Hidden Fates version. Probably not a card I would grade now, but or once PSA opens, but for $9 I would grade that. That looks like a 10. Alright, there we go. So we're catching some PSA 10s at the very end here, so maybe we'll get our 30. I don't know if there's enough cards left though. A little bit of a white tip there. Maybe a little one there. These little white tips, they add up. Umbreon GX. Yeah, definitely thicker on the bottom than the top. So I'm guessing that might have gotten a 10, or sorry, a 9. It's not really a 10 caliber, I don't think. Yeah, PSA 9. Nice looking card though, but it is off center. Alright, next one. This is actually the next to last one. Pretty rough bottom corner down there. A lot of white showing. A little bit there. Thicker on the top. Pikachu GX. This is a Black Star promo. Centering's even off a little bit. I bet you that might have got an 8. Especially with that really bad corner. Yep. PSA 8. It deserves it, but this is going to be hard to grade because I think it was from a 10, possibly. Or one of those special boxes. Alright, last card of the order. Let's finish on 10, please. The back looks like a 10. Very clean on the back. Oh, the Charizard from Hidden Fates 10s. There's so many millions of these cards out there. It looks like a 10. Ah, man, you guys. They gave me a 9. Well, that is going to be it. Overwhelmingly, the biggest stack was 9s. Here, I'll move this up so you can see. All those 9s. So the 10s did make a little bit of a comeback, but when you have this many more 8s, like this is the 9 stack, this is the 8 stack, that's the 10s. When you have that many more 8s than 10s, wow, this is not a good submission. So, how many did we end up with? We had 3, 6, 9, 10. So there's 10. So we got 26 10s. Man, that was actually pretty close to my goal. My goal was to get 34, and as many cards as we got nailed on, actually came a lot closer than I thought we were going to be. But that's still a pretty bad gem rate, especially with a lot of modern cards. A lot of the ones we did get 10s on were cards you really need to get 10s. My favorite card of this submission, sorry, I want to show my favorite. Here's my favorite 2. Okay, my favorite 2, got a couple nice 10s here for the collection. This one, I've never been able to get that one as a 10, and this is the first one I've sent in of this, so hopefully I can get another. I did send another 1 or 2 of those. So those were my favorite 2, both a couple really nice 10s. I can very quickly show you my biggest disappointment of this whole submission. There was 2. There was 2 pretty big disappointments. I'll find it real quick. Okay, there's my biggest disappointment, which I'm actually pretty convinced that I'm going to resubmit. That one, beautiful card. It deserved a 10, I think, especially looking at some of the other ones. This one was actually better centering than some of the other ones that got 10s, or they got 10s, and the back looks very good. Slightly off center, but edges are all good. That one, they were too rough with me, but if that would have got 10, probably would have got an upcharge, which I'm fine with. I wanted a 10 on that card. And the other one, well, that was a disappointment too. Let me find it real quick. Ah, there it is. My 2 biggest disappointments, they got 8s. No doubt, these 2 right here. This one probably did deserve an 8, but I'm just disappointed that I got an 8 because this card is so tough to pull, and these packs are so expensive now. This card, I don't understand how in the world it got an 8. I thought it might even have gotten a 10. It's a beautiful card. There's really nothing. I mean, very slightly thicker on the bottom, and maybe slightly there, and they gave that an 8. Edges look great. Corners, I don't get it. that's one that really digs in your craw. Like, man, why would you guys do that to me? This could have got a 10, I think, and definitely deserved a 9 over an 8. Like, I see nothing. So that was my biggest disappointment. And then these other two, I might even resubmit this one because that's just so annoying that it got an 8. That one I think could get a 10 pretty easily, and I won't resubmit this one because it does have issues. Very, very bad centering, and that bottom corner down there was really bad. That big white tip down there. So, and it had other white tips on the corners, but that was packed fresh, came out that way. And I'll never be able to pull another one because I'm not spending money to buy more flash fire packs. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We even snuck one vintage card in this order. It got a 3, but it deserved it because it has a couple creases on it, and I just wanted to get it slabbed because it's a nice old base set 2 Charizard. Alright, stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys for watching. We got more submissions coming in. If this is the worst I do on any of my PSA submissions, I'll be very happy because overall it was just kind of some tough grades, but they got back to me safe. They graded all the cards, and we did get some nice little surprises in there. Alright, stay tuned for more videos.